What's going on, everybody? It's your guy Realistic here, and I'm doing another kit overview for SoundOracle.net. And this right here is the follow-up to one of my personal favorite kits that has ever been on the site. This is the follow-up to Cassette Drums. This is Cassette Drums Volume 2, and this one is loaded with a bunch of extra stuff, which is really cool. So not only do you get Cassette Drums Volume 2, but you also get a bonus pack here of cassette percussion loops, and then we also have in here a whole kit on here on just MIDI patterns for drums, and then we also have another additional folder here of a bunch of chord progressions here for melodies and stuff like that. So you can see right here, it is just filled with a bunch of stuff. We got 50 melody chord progressions right there, and then for our drums right here, we got a bunch of stuff. We got kicks and hi-hat patterns right here, just a bunch to choose from right here, just filled right there. I mean, you can see right here when I'm just opening up these individual folders, each one of these is just packed with 50 different MIDI progressions right here. Same with our kicks and snares right here. So this one is just filled with a bunch of stuff in here. So let's go ahead and start diving into what these sound like right here. You can see when we open up this folder, we got 808s, claps, hi-hats, kicks, perks, and snares. They are all going to be 44 1/16-bit, so they're going to work in any DAW or any sampler. No worries there. And of course, what Oracle did to make all these samples is he ran all these sounds and samples through cassette players and cassette samplers to give this really cool sound to it, this nice analog tape compression to it, just a really gritty sound. Some of the cassette players were even broken on purpose, so it kind of really gives a really cool, unique sound that you just can't find anywhere. So let's start diving in and checking out what these sound like here. We'll start with the 808s here, and these really knock right here. You can hear right there that these 808s are heavy and they are filled with rich low end, and they still cut through the speakers. Very well executed here. Let's go ahead and move on to these claps. And then as far as the hi-hats here, we got these broken up in two individual folders, closed and open. I love when that's an option right there. It makes it really easy because you usually know if you want a closed or an open hat. So it just makes it easier for when you're looking for stuff here. So let's check out some of these closed hats, and then we'll get into some of these open hats. So you can hear right there between the clap and the hi-hat folders right there that all these samples are crispy and got a really great sound to them while still maintaining that grit and that dirt that we get from the cassettes. So let's go ahead and dive into these kick drums real quick. So no surprise there that all of these kicks have a lot of knock and a lot of punch to them. Very well mixed. And also that cassette sound really gives us some nice grit and dirt to it as well. So let's go ahead and move on to these perks and give these a listen. crispy and clear as usual. So let's go ahead and listen to what these snares sound like here and give these a listen. So all these snares sound really high quality and really can cut through the mix, and they still got that nice little tape feel that we hear with the cassette drums as well. So now what I wanted to do though was I wanted to show you what a couple of these percussion loops sound like. There's 20 altogether, and they're labeled here with the BPM, so it takes all the guesswork out for you so you can know how to chop them and loop them and flip them and put them in your session with having this BPM in there. So the loops really showcase the cassette vibe that this kit has right here. We can really hear a lot of that tape compression, a lot of that tape distortion that really added some extra nice warmth and softness to it and some just extra bite to it. So this is a really dope kit right here. Cassette Drums 1 was one of my favorite, and Cassette Drums 2 is also going to be one of my favorites. This is going to be one of my personal go-tos for quite a long time. Now I didn't go through everything in the kit, so if you want to hear everything in the kit, all you got to do is head over to SoundOracle.net and put Cassette Drums Volume 2 into your shopping cart, and you'll be able to start cooking up immediately.